Welcome back to Space Engineers. As discussed in the previous episode, the plan now is to make it so that I can automatically drop all the ore from a mining ship straight into the refinery. So for that I'm going to need a conveyor and a collector. The conveyor so that I can link that door to the refinery just there, and then the collector at the top of it will go just there. Once I can get round the ship. Might move that beacon actually. Yeah, and then I'll be able to just drop the stuff into there from my mining ship.
Material plates, steel plates, construction components. We get the nickel then, don't we?
So the way I work now, I can just drop my iron ore in through this door here, and then when I ask the assembler to create stuff, it will build it using the refined iron from that iron on there. So far this construction of these bits of my station have used mostly things requiring iron, but I'm going to start to need some things like motors and things like that, so I'm going to pop back to my old ship to pick up any of the nickel and various other ores that I have back there in order to construct these additional components. Right, well I'm going back to the red ship now. Just the wrong button. Pick up some supplies. So I'm just going to load up the ship with all the ores from here that I've collected over time, and we can transfer that to the new main base back on the asteroid. I did have a comment from someone advising me to turn the inertia dampeners off while flying the ship between locations. Did try that completely lost control, couldn't stop, and ended up crashing. So long distances maybe, but the short distances I'm doing, probably not such a worry. So these items are taking quite a lot of construction of components and getting them built, so I'll just pause the recording here and I'll get back to you later. So I've unloaded lots of the materials and the ore into the refinery from the red ship, and now I'm just putting some finishing touches to some of the components over here. And here are the last few components, and now the station is ready in terms of able to receive ore directly from dropping out of a ship now. Right, now we've got the collector there. We now need to get a similar system to this to make the stuff come out of the drill and then drop down into that collector. That will be interesting. Probably. Yeah, I might do that. We're going to need steel plates. Well, just as a test anyway. Put it on like that. Okay, so there's my mod completed on my ship. What will happen is we will be able to set that to eject what's inside the drill, and it will come out this way. So I will just aim myself over that collector, and it should all unload itself into there. I think that beacon will have to go there. So join me in a moment and let me just do some quick bit of mining, and I'll see if it works. Okay, so I'm drilling from the sort of first person view within the craft is an awful lot easier than the external view. Being in a small cave is also easier than outside, because when you suddenly lose a bit of control, you hit the wall and it stops you. I also need to add a light, because I can't really see what's going on. Trying to get a little bit deeper in the cave. Loads of rock all over the place. I don't know how big these are, how much I'm wasting. Too deep, because I'll come back out again. The ship's still a bit too unstable, so I'm thinking I'm going to try and add things like gyros, see if that calms it down a bit. Maybe the problem is I need more thrusters. I'm not sure. Okay. See if I can get out of here. Let's have a look what we got. We got 5,000 iron. Well, that's perfect for the test. Change the view. Come around this way. I don't think this is going to be the best way really to do this. Whoa. Forward, I think. Upward. beacon. Perhaps. I'm going to jump out. Let's go forward a bunch. Let's go above the beacon, I think. How does that look? It's looking like it might work. So, let's just check that that collector is set for collection. Control panel, beacon's not completed. The collector is set for collection. The conveyor system is on. Show the refinery. It's got 2.4k of iron already. Can't control it from here. Connector, throw out, on. Now, throwing all that iron directly into the collector, where is increasing the level of iron that I have. Interested to find out when that reaches the maximum volume. Which it might do, depends how quickly it's refining. Oh, we're at the maximum volume now. Let's see, is it making a mess? Well, seems to have collected it all. The ship is now empty. I wonder, did we lose some of that iron perhaps? Perhaps we might have done, because we had 5k and there was 2k left, 2.5k in there originally. And that should be more than 6.4. So that's an interesting thing to know, that when it's run out it will carry on dumping, but will then just lose it. Possibly something to think about, whether I could perhaps dump it into some sort of storage container first of all, and then convey it into the refinery after that. So there you have it. It might need a bit more adjustments. Like that beacon needs to go out of the way, I think. So that's empty. Yeah, that is empty. Oh, we can always turn that back to off, otherwise anything in mine will just be chucked straight back out again. I think I want to sort of make it go into a downward tube of some description, which might mean moving some of these thrusters and moving it to the back somehow. Either way, yeah, that seems to be a successful little mining ship. Quite quickly pick up 5,000k of iron, dumped it directly into the refinery, where it's all sitting there ready to be refined. Although that is still going up, isn't it? Ah, the collector's still got 1.5k of iron. So yeah, so it sits in there until it eventually moves it into the refinery when it's got space. So yeah, it has got a bit of storage space. It's got 6,000 litres of storage space. So yeah, it's a good result. So I think that concludes that episode. So we'll see what we're going to do next. I think we're going to look at perhaps adding a gravity field to make it a little bit easier to walk around on this area, and maybe move my medical bay here as well. So thanks for watching, and join me in the next episode.